Hey guys, Tyro here, bringing you a 1v1 today. We are crossing in the woods. Today spawning in the south, we've got Boomerwaffen with OKW. Straight away going for grand offensive. We get some in the north, we have CloudCore with Soviets defensive locked in immediately. In terms of rankings, the Patreon backers submitted game, Boomerwaffen 38-ish, I think it was. And CloudCore around 70. So early cut-off play here from these stern piles. There's a little bit of cover there. Probably could move. Yep. All on light cover there, I think. And then fully moves in just in case the cover wasn't counting. Good cut-off to start things off. So it looks like Boomerwaffen got for quite a few Fusiliers early on. Did go for one Volksgrenadier though, getting a sandbag up with them. So the guy's doing a pretty good job. Bullies the squad off, going for another cut-off. Only cutting off one sector, but still pretty good. Empires here, a bit dicey. Pushing his retreat a little long, but it's alright. The sandbag position works out well for Boomerwaffen. CloudCore having trouble right across the battlefield. Pretty much every engagement he's been in so far. Going on the losing end. It's a 4 conscript start. Boomerwaffen with quite a lot of resources floating at this stage. Should have either gone for another squad or gone for his tech truck by now. Healing from CloudCore. Just need some healing on the conscripts quite badly out the back there, so it's good. And so far, Fusiliers having a pretty good time of things. You know, they are very bad in close range against the conscripts, but Boomerwaffen always managing to fight long range. Maybe some of these fights CloudCore would be better served by closing the distance earlier on. Fusiliers are woeful in close range. Yeah, close range DPS, what was it like? About 25-30% worse than a Volksgrenadier. So you gotta take advantage of that with your conscripts. Truck coming out now. Boomerwaffen did indeed go for another Fusilier. That was a late timing though. He missed this by like over 100 manpower. It was late, which is, you know, good maybe 40 seconds or so. Makes a lot of impact during these early skirmishes, even being that late. Okay, Molotovs now from CloudCore. Makes me wonder if we're going to see maybe some weapons from here, maybe heavy mortar, Dishka, something like that. The fact that we haven't seen any tech come up yet. We're trying to extend this phase. And again, jumping down onto the cut-offs, the squad over here. Maybe should be brought back into assist. Ooh, a little bit dicey on the retreat across the road. Ends up running into suppression. I think they would have survived anyway, though, even without the suppression kicking in there. Conscripts running to close range. Looks like they're going to win against the Folks. But either way, good amount of resource denial from Boomerwaffen. Probably not going to matter too much since CloudCore not trying to hit like a super fast light vehicle though. Not going to impact a T-70 timing or anything like that. Just come around the corner to cap this. Oh, you get actually a Molotov off there. This guy gets forced away fast, but the squad already a little bit low from fighting this Fusilier. Tries to back away. Hit 2 command points now, CloudCore. Could be the time for a light vehicle of some description. We do have battle group up from Boomerwaffen. And yeah, it's going to be the Dishka. from CloudCore. Rolling up with that now.
Our territory is falling into enemy hands.
Secured this side of the map again. Haven't really seen too many sandbags up from CloudCore yet though. Maybe something that's been missing.
We are losing territory.
And these conscripts need to throw a Molotov if they wanted to win that fight, but it did look like Boomerwaffen was watching that based on how fast they started running forwards afterwards. So Molotov may not have landed, but could have gone for like a wind up, you know, hold the Molotov and then hit stop if it looks like they're going to dodge or a Molotov cancel or something.
Yes, comrade.
Test the reactions. Good work from the Dishka. Quick exit from the stern piles though. Did go for a flamethrower on the combat engineers. We haven't really seen any merging into the flamer squad so far. I can't remember exactly when he got that, but if you're going to be taking advantage of that with Soviets, conscripts, and the combat engineers, that's the combo you need to abuse in the early game. Very, very powerful. Some G43s now for Boomwaffens. Just about got news for a second set now also. Mine up from CloudCore. Tries to get back to the heavy cover, but taking a lot of damage on his way back. And again, going to jump onto the cutoff. In fact, a second G43 popped, so he's got enough for a third already. Big power spike for Boomerwaffen. And it can be a little bit hard for the Dishka against the Fusiliers. They do have quite a lot of vision and the flares. But the Dishka is pretty fast to set up and rotate, so at least it can react if it does get out positioned by the superior vision of the Fusiliers. And here we go, merge in. Yep, merge in again, then retreat the conscripts. Yep. I could leave him to cap that and then retreat. One planting interrupted. There's cut off down this side, but in control of both sets of resources. Incendiary grenade there. There's a strong push through center for Boomerwaffen, who's trying to get his tech up. So he's going to bomb it down on the cutoff.
We are losing supplies to the enemy.
These G43 starting to cause the conscripts some issues. Still no tech up at all from CloudCore. Probably needs to start investing into that now so he doesn't get stuck. But he kind of needs the combat engineers at the same time for firepower. It's, you know, part of the reason why those 3 conscript, 2 combat engineer builds gained in popularity. Having 2 combat engineers gives you a bit more versatility since you actually have to build your tech structures with Soviets. But there we go, Tier 2 is underway. And the fuel control has been pretty strong for CloudCore the last few minutes. You see Boomerwaffen flowing a lot of manpower. He's maybe trying to save for a bit of a boom here, maybe go for like double overs or something. Hasn't need to invest into a racket or anything, so he's got a bit of manpower spare. That's kind of allowed CloudCore to be quite strong, at least before these G43s start to pop.
We are losing supplies to the enemy.
Tier 3 coming up next. Not quite enough to go straight to Tier 4 here though. Quickly ducks back. Just getting to work there. Wow, got suppression on them as well. Very lucky, you got an AoE suppression kicking in. And Molotov out to win after that. And then there's the flak base there. Guards the 2 cutoffs, so can't go any further. 3 is up. Combat engineer is still back at base. He's getting pretty close to the fuel for tier 4. Could maybe leave that squad in base. Yep. Good bit of suppression long range there from the Dishka. Indeed, Obers from Boomerwaffen. Still got a lot of manpower left after all of that. Victory points quite bad for Boomerwaffen at this stage also. Suffering the triple cap. Probably himself needed during that phase to go for like a machine gun, something like that to try and boost up his pre-Schwer phase. It's a little bit too weak. Oh, good mine. This could be a bundle nade into the retreat opportunity. No, he doesn't have munis. He's very close, but not quite. Been going for the cutoff. T4 is up now, so we can start to see some 7-man conscripts and upgrading this squad. Conscripts doing their best to hold on here. They really need the Dishka to try and win a fight like this. I don't think I'd even be sending the combat engineers into this. Oh, he's got some conscripts coming in as well. They get into the heavy cover. Dishka coming around the corner here. Really good position for the overs though. 7-man popping. Oh, Boomerwaffen staying in there for too long. Looking for the squad wipe, but the conscripts barely did anything. Really bad RNG there for CloudCore. I don't think they even did a pixel of damage to that stern power and retreat. Horrible accuracy. Behind this, Boomerwaffen is getting some capping done as well. Second over from Boomerwaffen, but again, he's quite slow. He could have queued up 2 overs back to back. He's missing quite a few timings here. Putting Raketin after that. I think that's fair enough. Haven't seen any tanks to this phase. Have to expect a medium could be nearby, and CloudCore pretty much there for that T-34 now. It's a good timing for the Raketin, at least for Boomer. Okay, nice move here coming onto the side. The sandbag's not guarding Boomerwaffen. He's going to lose the squad. Yeah. I think the conscripts even should have started chasing into the retreat path a little bit earlier. So just in case they did make it, you know, you catch them crossing the river. Much better chance of getting the squad wipe. But yeah, heard a couple of mines go off. A tripwire as well. Ouch. Starting to hit pretty hard there. They got that Vet 2 accuracy bonus. It's a big one. 40%. It's going to start to cause CloudCore quite a lot of bleed. All this, these Fusiliers and the double overs. Even with, you know, 7-man conscripts, which are very hard to beat effectively. This will do it. Okay, didn't kill the model carrying the gun, otherwise could have gone into a bit of a death loop there. Close call for the Dishka, but the mine again saving the day, it seemed like. And here comes the T-34. Oh, he's so clumped up. That could have been a squad wipe. I don't think I would have been going for a snare there. That would have been an insta-retreat for me. There's the Raketin. Okay, quite far away. And yeah, the Fusilier does end up dying anyway. Quite a lot of negative cover down this stretch. Boomerwaffen loses the squad. Yeah, would not recommend throwing a snare in that situation. Probably a good time for CloudCore to pick up a second engineer now for some extra repairs and maybe a sweeper just in case.
Structure complete.
It is finished.
Second Raketen from Boomerwaffen, I think that's a fine choice. Could go for the Panzer IV just about. Needs a little bit more manpower. I think we have seen Boomerwaffen before though. He's quite often saving for the Tiger, from what I remember. But given his 2 squad losses at this stage, Tiger still will be quite challenging.
Enemy forces capturing supply sector.
Probably a good time for CloudCore to invest into an anti-tank gun next as well. 17 minutes. Even though, Boomerwaffen has been struggling a little bit for fuel control. Could have a tank on the field by now. And an isolated T-34 with just a couple snaring squads, a couple mines. It's a bit dicey. Maybe he's going to stall, go straight for another tank.
We are in combat. Going to fire up. Taking fucking fire.
Good sandbag positioning. Okay, CloudCore getting on that now with the sandbags.
Soviet artillery is reloaded and awaiting a target.
Guys with the sweepers heading out that direction. Did run over some tripwires there earlier, so understandable. The snare did get repaired off. Treats from a grenade in the center. The double Raketens line up, but they do not get any shots through. Oh, a bit of friendly fire there from the T-34. And then backing away.
Must defend this territory. Enemy forces are neutralizing a sector.
Indeed, a second T-34 for CloudCore, but yeah, after that, had still 450-ish manpower. It's going to be the second combat engineer. Does indeed look like Boomerwaffen trying for the Tiger stall. He's picked up a third over squad in the meantime.
Combat engineers are
I
standing
think
by.
generally 2 is the most you can get away with in most of these situations. Oftentimes you're better off
We
rebuilding
are losing supplies to the enemy.
mainline instead in these 1v1 scenarios. Just for the snares, extra capping power, less bleeds. If you're mainly fighting against vehicles, well, okay. Oh, CloudCore cancelled the second tank. Goes for a Katyusha instead, which I think makes sense. Oh, that's a late retreat. Combat engineer going to go down on retreat there. T-34 switching sides, giving Raketens a bit of a run around. Okay, he's going to take a Faust here, could be an engine crit. Raketen in hot pursuit. A little bit greedy here for CloudCore. Doing this with the threshold of taking an engine crit.
Encroaching on our territory.
Taking away. Become a wave of conscripts. They could even be worth popping a Ura on 1 or 2 of them. Just to get out here a bit faster. Okay, the Katyusha's here. I think it's far enough back from the trees that it won't collide into them, but
Taking what we have
have to
secured.
wait and see. Here we go. Pretty well targeted. Targeting the Volksgrenadiers, and they do go down. They tried to stay in the house to provide vision at 2 models. Ends up costing Boomerwaffen yet another squad. But a decent scrambling defense there from CloudCore worked out well.
We are ready to go, comrades.
Still, Boomerwaffen capping the rest of the map. Way behind on victory points, I'll say that much. But here comes the Tiger, and we can see CloudCore not prepared for this. One T-34, no AT gun. Not that close to an SU-85. This could be a rough couple minutes here. Ooh. Straight away Tiger, good hit. Second shot not so good. Looks like he's going to crush these sandbags as he rolls through here. Decent idea. Well-timed retreat. A little bit slow upgrading the machine gun on that Tiger. Ooh! 34 was right there, but the engine crate has been removed now. Tiger still in hot pursuit. And CloudCore, as I said, he doesn't have the answer to this. T-34 seems to be having a little bit of trouble outpacing the Tiger. Conscripts ooh-ahing in. T-34 alive, but wounded heavily. The Tiger coming in for a bit of a base inspection. CloudCore, as I said, he's not even building a ZIS at this stage.
Supply sector under attack.
Don't really know what he's up to.
We must protect our HQ.
Yeah, Tiger's just coming straight into the base. Where's the ZIS? Even at this stage, it could be worth considering an M42. T-34 is considering going for a ram from downtown though, and he runs out of puff before he gets there. Oh, that was really not good. ZIS finally in the build now, like probably 2 minutes too late. As soon as that Tiger was hurt, should have been insta-ZIS. So Boomerwaffen's happy with what he accomplished there. Gonna back out. Yeah, CloudCore did lose control of this cutoff for a long time, so it has delayed SU-85. Without this cutoff, he probably would have fuel for an SU-85 at this stage, but the most recent cutoff has been brutal. Very slow to reconnect it. 13 kills for the Tigers so far. Does reconnect it now. It's going to need to be some Katyusha brilliance from CloudCore to bring this one back, because he has suffered dearly during this phase. Look at that, 129 kills all of a sudden. Tiger up to 14, comes around this side on this machine gun. Big damage. Oh, that bundle nade! Ouch! Got polished off there after that. And the Blumenkerper grenade after that. Looks like he's going to oorah to jump back on the dish to get it out of there. Attack ground attempt. Tiger did get a little bit low. It's going to back out for some repairs, but CloudCore's been suffering just crazy casualties. Almost 2 for 1 KD now. With Soviet conscripts, that's tough to sustain.
Enemy forces are neutralizing
So
a
Boomerwaffen
sector.
going to go for the final tech truck next.
Awaiting command.
Katyusha is ready to fire.
The sector is at risk.
Should be like posturing with it, getting it ready so it can start blasting whatever gets spotted. There it goes now. Decent grenades. The suppression kicks in. Ober's coming up. The Katyusha could go for a close range blast. Big bundle nade again. Just surviving those. Spread out just enough. Okay, it looks like he's going to target these Obers. But they actually run forwards. Didn't end up cancelling that Katyusha barrage, so big whiff on that Katyusha. Not what CloudCore needed at all. Still, the Tiger hasn't been repaired up. Takes another shot from the Zis. Just to cool his jets. And he's branched out to this side as well. Doing some capping. Not very close to anti-tank Overwatch, which
Enemy forces capturing
could make a big
supply
difference.
Squad at full strength.
Let's have a look at some of these overs. 22 kills, 17, and 11. Okay, conscripts, Ura for the snare. But he died too fast. He retreats. Looks like he's going to survive. I think if I was Boomerwaffen, I would have gone for the chase on that. Delayed the repair on the Tiger. Yeah, squad wipe. Just about sealed the game. CloudCore finally hitting the fuel for the SU-85.
Forces are capturing
It's in production.
Our HQ is under attack.
That's a good choice. You can contain the Tiger, you can just let the Katyusha do the heavy lifting against the infantry. It's probably going to get a squad wipe eventually. Good cut off again from Boomerwaffen though. Keeps finding these opportunities. Just doesn't manage to suppress because of the light cover, and it's a nice little grenade off there. Vet 3 on the overs. Tiger's still not repaired up though. What was he doing with those stern posts?
We have a new SU-85 to
Well,
deploy.
this is a recipe for disaster.
The enemy
for
is
this Tiger.
encroaching on our territory.
Keep operating it under half health. Can get caught off guard very easily. See one Raketen in base, the other Raketen on the far side. Could you imagine? Tiger over here gets itself in some trouble, maybe hits a mine, gets Ura snared from down the side here or something. The SU-85 could easily have polished it off. Very poor decision making there for Boomerwaffen.
Enemy forces
Either
are
need to be
attempting to capture
full
our
strength, so
territory.
you know a snare can't catch you as easily, or you need some units and support properly. Okay, Boomerwaffen going for a walking Stuka. It's often a reasonable choice. Another tank would have been a more direct path to victory, but in some ways it's a safer option. Makes you know, your fighting force a bit more diverse, can't be cancelled out by the Soviet player just going for mass anti-tank. But, you know, if you do miss your first 3 walking Stukas, all of a sudden CloudCore's back in the game. And, you know, players can be pretty good at dodging those walking Stukas. Dodge off to the side or whatnot. Avoid the line.
We are losing supplies to the enemy.
There's this barrage lining up here. I think that's a good choice. Overs behind the sandbags. Pretty well dug in there. Tiger gonna come in from the side on the Zis. SU-85 is nearby.
Gun crew standing by.
Tiger's coming right their way out to the far side. No, he's changed his mind. Yes, no, he's going up for this. So, making a move like this with the Tiger, you would expect Team Weapon that you knew was in center to rotate across to here. So you want your walking Stuka maybe to be around here, ready to barrage anything in this vicinity.
Yes, comrade.
It looks like the Tiger's just going to back away. He doesn't have any support, well, any infantry support. At least this time there is a Raketen over here.
Awaiting command.
Can go for the cut-off. But again, it's Obers, you know, very high value infantry squad out here doing some capping. Could be left to a more cannon fodder-esque
We need to
squad.
reestablish our supply lines.
Mine's coming out for CloudCore now. I think that's a good choice. Boomerwaffen has been somewhat active with the sweeper, but
The enemy is taking what we have
it's
secured.
definitely opportunities. We have a second dish go on the field as well for CloudCore, so can start to help against these overs. especially because most of the Fusiliers have gone down now. Don't have the extra vision to counter them. Reasonably well targeted walking Stukas, 6 kills. No wipes though. But a reasonable start. Pretty good start, even. Pressure on the SU-85.
Supply sector under attack.
AT gun needs to keep backing out. Chusha, here it goes. Close range. Could have been so much worse than that. Bit of a lucky break there for the overs. I thought that one had a pretty good chance of hitting the trees, but apparently not. This actually does go down. The SU-85 didn't keep backing away, backed itself into the corner instead of into the base. Is it on focus? It's on focus sight mode. Oh no, CloudCore, don't do it, son. He turns off focus sight, but the Tiger doesn't miss.
We have lost one of our armored vehicles.
Conscripts coming out here, trying to prevent the steal on this Zis.
The enemy is taking what we have secured.
He will be successful in that, but Tiger's got to make him pay for it.
Have an isolated sector.
First T-34 rolling out for CloudCore. Jumps onto the Zis. Oh. Smoke out. Looks like he's just going to try to escape with the Zis. Boomerwaffen smoke maybe assisting. T-34 coming in. Tries to set up here with the Zis. Might get lucky, not get shot off. Nope. The first hit. T-34 is going to try to get round to the rear on the Tiger. Who actually got like a lucky frontal pin there. And the Raketin was actually in a good position. Doesn't get his second shot off, and then that's a main gun crit on the Tiger. He's already committed to reversing out of there with the T-34 though. This needs to be coming over here immediately. Raketin should be killing off the Zis. CloudCore getting very lucky that that hasn't been destroyed at this stage. Big bundle nade on one Dishka. Oh, Ober's actually doing quite a lot of damage to this Katyusha here, but the T-34 gets a good hit on them. Very low armor on the Katyusha. Conscripts. Are they going to try go for a mass AT nade? I don't know if it'll die to 2 AT nades, but maybe with some Katyusha damage. A little bit of damage there. Walking Stuka knocks out a Conscript. But the Tiger does fall. 10 kills with that Walking Stuka barrage. Pretty good. The T-34 does chase off the overs. Did lose a second Conscript? No, I don't think so. Unlucky for Boomerwaffen with the main gun crit, but yeah, it's company for heroes too. Does happen. More likely to see it on those heavy tanks as well, since they can survive quarter health a bit more often.
Enemy forces are attempting to capture our territory.
Combat engineer in the build for CloudCore. Good choice.
Engineers ready for assignment. You have orders?
But yeah, the extra... Oh, okay. Managed to steal away the Zis. Good thinking from Boomerwaffen. Did have to crit with the stern pyros, but worth it for sure. 66 to 56 now. Boomerwaffen. Quite a lot of fuel away from another Tiger. So by the time this one cools down, it might be about Tiger time again. Or could go for the King Tiger. Now he's got all 3 stages of tech down. It's a bit more to stall for though. Allow CloudCore to recover a bit more. I think if I was Boomerwaffen, I'd probably capped this victory point with his Zis on its way home. So he's going to camp it in the middle and then maybe send the Raketin out to the capping. That's okay. It's more mobile, has retreat, so it's also acceptable. Didn't manage to jam this cap in the middle though. And put himself back on the drain. 147 left for Boomerwaffen, so even though he's way up on army at the moment, there's a victory points. He's still quite far behind after that start.
Our territory is falling into enemy hands.
Disc is still working well against the Obus.
Taking fire!
Decent Zis barrage there. Fucking Stuka coming into this area as well. That Disc needs to get out and fast. Oh! Oh, the building is flashing. The Obus go down. And they drop their LMG. Huge there from CloudCore.
Enemy forces capturing
The
supply
Discus
sector.
survived as well. The Raketen, quite an aggressive positioning on it. As this is backed out to base, you're going to have to retreat that. CloudCore gets really lucky here. Oh, and he does! As he crossed the river.
Enemy forces
Decrew
are
on the
capturing
Raketen. Is he going to try steal it? He doesn't go for the kill immediately. He's bringing up the Dishka to guard it. Does have combat engineers coming in.
sector has been cut off.
Took only one shot at it. No, he's going to commit to taking it back. He kind of needs it since he turned over that Zis earlier. Could also do with repairs on it. Could pick up that LMG there. Okay, no, he goes for the Command Tiger again. He could have been the King Tiger. Does have a bit more impact against those Soviet 7-man squads. Oh, a late retreat there. LMG combat engineers finish the job. He'll just pass the grenade. Then launches his own Molotov. I think the Obus should win that. Oh, they
T-34 standing by.
got their smoke as well. You see Boomerwaffen has a huge surplus of munitions, so he can be very liberal with the grenades.
Enemy hands.
But yeah, he's lost a lot of his infantry, Boomerwaffen. Lost one Ober and one Fusilier quite recently. He's going to rebuild the Fusilier. That's a great shot from the Tiger. And that's a decreed machine gun.
Has been silenced.
Two shot onto the Obers. Oh, they survive. Try and kill this off, but the T-34 coming in on the Tiger's rear. Tiger backed away. Although this was over here, I thought it was on the far side. The T-34 posturing. This did end up getting finished off. I guess the Raketen got the job done. Thought he might have lost vision on it, but no. Now, big VP pressure against CloudCore. He's still got 345 remaining, though. Smoke. Trying some recon for the walking Stuka. It's going to be targeting the Dishka anyway. That's okay. CloudCore's going to go for another Dishka.
Enemy forces are neutralizing a sector.
Smoking again. Overs capping for the triple cap. Kitten doing some capping. That's a decent idea. The Tiger's healthy. Ready for some action again. The combat engineer. I think that's okay for CloudCore. They still have a bit of repairs to go.
Combat engineers are standing by.
Needs to be probing, I think, first with the T-34s on the edges. You can see the Boomerwaffen is pretty spread out. Double AT guns in the middle, and then maybe his Tigers rotating to the sides. So there's opportunities on the edges for these T-34s. Don't have to worry about getting instantly slammed by double AT gun combo. Looks like a big push out to one side though, going to be the option for CloudCore here. Chasing down these stern pies, but double AT guns are right here.
The
Good time to go up the chase though, and double combat engineers there for the repairs thereafter. Just going to try to complete that on the circle. Could even put this onto secure mode here. Cut off again from Boomerwaffen. He's very active on those cutoffs on this map. Quite often players kind of give up on this this stage, you know. Not Boomerwaffen, and CloudCore definitely does still need the fuel, even from 2 standard territory points. Panther's the next option from Boomerwaffen. That's okay. I think I probably would favor a Jagdpanzer on this map. And, you know, if we do see an SU-85 from CloudCore, something that can engage with it a bit better. This Raketen cannot get his positioning right. Maybe these trees blocking some vision. Tiger's coming in though. Snare on that. Rotation now from CloudCore, looking to save the day. This T-34 is doomed. And in seconds, this actually gets a shot on the other T-34 on its way past. Bit of a crush though on the Fusilier. And now the Tiger getting encircled. The AT gun's not coming up from Boomerwaffen from the Tiger. What's he doing? This is some terrible driving. Oh my goodness. I can't believe he let this happen. Oh my god. Oh. Oh. That was painful to watch. I will say that. All he had to do was attack move the Zis forwards, and that was an easy win. Or keep the Tiger shooting at the T-34 with the engine crit so that couldn't continue slamming for damage for the next 30 seconds. Or throw a snare with that Fusilier before it retreated because it had just come off cooldown to finish this off. None of that happened and the Tiger went down. This one's got Shusha. Favourable scatter for Boomerwaffen though, he's able to escape. And now the Panthers not looking so good. Can't really help that much against infantry. He's gone for the commander on it as well. He does have the munitions to spam the artillery, I guess that's what he's thinking, but I feel like he could do with a bit more anti-infantry from his vehicle. In that regard, the machine gun does a better job. Only 2 support weapons for CloudCore, so it's not like, you know, the artillery is going to be insanely strong either. The triple cap has been running for a long time against CloudCore. He's branching out to the side finally. But just about lost his entire lead now. But the T-34 is one of them healthy. It's getting going. Looks like some weird pathing. Slowed the repairs on the second. Where are these overs going? What are they trying to achieve? Okay, I mean the T-34 took a shot. Maybe he's trying to bait, but it was a bit too slow getting there. The Panther. It's going to be an engine crit? No, just outside the quarter health required threshold. The AT gun standing in the river, very vulnerable. Even to that 3-man conscript squad. It's decrewed quickly. First T-34 rolling up. Got the Raketen here in support. This backing away. Ogres. Gonna escape. Here comes the walking Stuka. Oh, Ogre's not going to escape actually. Lucky long range shot from the T-34 finishes the job. Oh, conscript down over here for CloudCore though. It looks like the Obers getting the job done. I wonder if they had a booby trap down or something. Doesn't look like a booby trap explosion though. Could rebuild his Obers. Go try pick up this LMG, get double LMG Obers. Could be a strong option. Those CloudCores. Maybe we're going to pick it up with his combat engineers. He's going to kill off this decrewed Zits. Interesting. Could have picked it up, and I think I probably would have. Still really hurting for victory points, though. These Obers doing very well against the conscripts on the edges, especially because T-34s are out for repairs. So both combat engineers now have a MG-34.
We have fallen to 100 points. Do not let this trend continue.
Finally neutralizing this point, and the Dishka over here capping. Could maybe try stay like right on the edge. Setting up like this will be in vision of Boomerwaffen around the capture flag.
Combat unit ready.
Could use that information to outposition you. Or line up a walking Stuka rush. Triple T-34s, and they're rolling right down the middle of the map. Panther and the Raketen are right there. But so is CloudCore's Raketen now. Oh, Panther loses vision. T-34 surviving. Chusha rockets coming down. Late retreat from this Raketen. Oh, but the T-34 goes down to the walking Stuka. And then the walking Stuka gonna take a snare. Should be alright. The Raketen does get decrewed. The Panther's backing way out of the scene. And it looks like the T-34 is looking to polish this off. The Panther should be coming in to try and guard this. Oh, no, he's got a Tiger coming up. That could get the job done. No anti-tank overwatch from CloudCore. The Tiger, again, exposing his rear. Taking a huge amount of damage. Panther's still out of action. Getting 2-on-1. The T-34 trying to get around the side. The Tiger, the barrel too slow on the rotation. Oh my goodness. Boomerwaffen always seems to get tunnel vision when he's in these battles. Just focusing on controlling his Tiger and nothing else. Custom his Tiger again. Conscript goes down though. And this still could get a kill, but it keeps missing, dude. Unreal. Goes for a ram. Penetrates as well. Bad news for Boomerwaffen. This T-34 still full strength, and now with that engine crit, it can actually get onto the rear armor. Hasn't recovered the Raketen, and the vehicle wreck blocking the Panther from firing longer range. T-34 very fast at V3, looking to circle around the rear. And gets the job done. Triple cap against Boomerwaffen. He does manage to knock out a combat engineer back here, but he's now up against a Vet 3 tank with no answer really. He's rebuilding his Raketen. He's in some major trouble though.
The enemy is down to 25 points. Losing supplies to the enemy.
Shouldn't be staying in this fight. This is...
The people anticipate our
He's
victory.
probably going to lose this now as
The
well.
enemy has 10 points remaining.
It was a desperate play, but it doesn't work out. And that's it. Boomerwaffen going to go down. Horrible tank control. Is he talking about himself? I imagine so. But I didn't think the tank control wasn't that bad. It was just the support play. You just drive his Tiger right in. He had units nearby. All he had to do was move them forwards, and he would have won these fights. But instead, he just left them sitting out here doing nothing. Support play severely lacking for Boomerwaffen in this game. Just in general, you could see it, you know, with his Raketen positionings when he's running around with his Tiger. If it got into trouble, it would have been major trouble because there was often no Raketen support, no snare support. But yeah, resilient stuff there from CloudCore. When that Tiger was on the field and he was about 15 population behind, that could have been lights out, but managing to get the job done in the end. Definitely, I think he got a couple lucky shots with that T-34 main gun, leading to a few squad wipes, but these things do happen. Bit of code magic, of course. And yeah, ends up taking the match. Definitely Boomerwaffen, lost a lot of victory points during that phase when he was trying to go straight to Schwer. He started losing control of the fuel, both fuels, for extended periods of time. And delayed his Schwer, delayed his double obers. Probably needed a machine gun during that phase, boosts up his strength and got onto a bit more ground. And that really allowed CloudCore to pull that massive victory point lead, which carried him for the rest of the match. Had a huge manpower float from Boomerwaffen from, maybe like the 10-minute mark onwards. Oh well. Anyway, guys, wrap on that. If you like what can be cast by me, details in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you off the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.